Hey guys, welcome back to WODdoc Project 365, episode 859. I'm out here with Duke from CrossFit Rising Wave, and getting to hook up with him again. We did a couple of things before in the past. We talked about some different progressions. He is an expert in the gymnastics field, helps out and is the gymnastics coach for a grid league out here as well, and obviously a very accomplished gymnast. So whenever I get the chance to hit on people that are very knowledgeable in the subject of gymnastics movements, we try to relate them to the CrossFit field, right? It just so happened that yesterday we were watching 2016 games and we saw these handstand push-ups off the rings. So I figured, a lot of the athletes out there, they got massacred by them, right?
Yeah.
So we said, can we talk about some progressions into them? Because what happens is everybody sees it on TV, and that then becomes their new movement that they want to pick up. So if I was a person that's trying to progress into that, what's the first standard that I need to have? And then what's a beginning progression, like a very beginner level one?
So I think the first thing you have to establish is just stability and support, especially on the rink. So of course you always begin that stability by training on a stable surface. So using say even like the Matterhorn, or taking parallettes and putting them on top of a box or dumbbells even, and starting to turn them out to build that strength and stability is step number one. But obviously what we're talking about is just being able to hold the basic ring support, so the elbows are locked and turned out, as opposed to just being in and bent or even straight. We want that turnout because it's a different standard that we train to in gymnastics, and what it builds is pec and bicep stability. It recruits a lot more of those muscle fibers, so it's a very different feeling. So that's why your typical gymnast will be much stronger on top of the rings in support. It also explains why the male athletes tend to have a little bit of an easier time just because of that development of the pec. So again, for our female athletes who are looking to do handstand push-ups in the future, you really the basic fundamental strength of that movement is the support itself. So you got to spend a lot of time there. And guys, it's the same. So again, you have to work super hard because it is a different muscle stimulation and recruitment in regards to that gymnastic style of support.
But it makes a lot of sense too, is because oftentimes we forget about the foundations. But if you don't have the foundation to first hold yourself there, how in the world do you begin to start putting yourself in a semi-awkward position, and especially inverted? A lot of people have trouble being inverted just to begin with.
Yes.
Let alone being inverted on a unstable surface.
Yeah. And the thing with the rings is you're not just pushing down, you're having to pressure the rings in. So again,
For the rest of today's video, please visit thewoddoc.com, or of course, click the link in the description below. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure you're giving us a like and subscribing to the YouTube channel. Don't forget to check us out on all of the forms of social media, especially Facebook and Instagram. One last thing, guys, share, because of course, the only worthless knowledge we own is the knowledge we don't share.